Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we're going to be talking about the NFT launch of the gallery and some other things. But before we go any further, I have to let you know I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. Everything I'm talking about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. If you need somebody who's a professional, please go seek out the help of somebody who is. I am not. I am an electrician. That's what I do for a living. I am, however, big on HUMBL. I'm an investor in HUMBL. I don't just talk about HUMBL for the sake of talking about it. I believe in what they're doing. So that's why I'm here, sharing my thoughts and opinions with the world, or whoever wants to watch these videos that I do on a pretty regular basis. And by the way, it's the only videos that I do. I don't talk about any other stocks or anything else. I only talk about HUMBL. So if you want to hear about things about HUMBL, you can come check out my station right here. Make sure you subscribe here, and I'll give you all the latest stuff that's happening, what you need to know, not all the fluff, not all the mumbo jumbo, not a 30-minute speech about just random stuff in life. Yeah, not here. So we're just going to be talking about HUMBL. So anyways, let's get right into it. This week on Tuesday evening, we were all anticipating the launch of, Spaces was like going crazy. I think it was like a 48-hour deal. And finally, at about 10:15 or so, we got the NFT launch of the gallery. And I have to say, it was very impressive. I like to look at it. It's very clean, easy to navigate. And of course, they're adding content. So there's, as they go, they're going to be adding additional NFTs to go with that. For example, and I know I'm going to butcher this person's name, but I'm going to go for it anyways. So we have somebody who's a professional athlete, and he plays rugby. And I believe the name of the team is the Blacks, and his name is Aride Savare. So sorry if I mispronounced that, but anyways, he's going to be having his NFTs are going to be dropping on the HUMBL gallery coming in the fall. So we have that to look forward to. Probably maybe some more teammates on his team as well. And this is just the beginning, folks. We're going to be getting a lot more things. HUMBL is looking outside the box. They're not just thinking about athletes that live in the United States. Look at soccer. Soccer is huge, and a lot of people watch soccer in Latin America, around the world, and that's a really big deal, right? And football in the United States is a big deal, baseball is a big deal, and and hockey. But there's a lot of other sports out there that the rest of the world likes to watch and play, and it's really strategic that HUMBL is getting a lead in some of these other markets. I think it's very clever. I don't want to say too much about it, because in case somebody might be watching my videos that's a competitor, might start giving them the same ideas, although they probably should have already thought about this stuff. But in any case, I just think it's very strategic on HUMBL's part to be doing that. And then we got just a few minutes ago, about 40 minutes ago, Brian Foote tweeted out, and this is Sunday when I'm doing this, Brian Foote tweeted out, HUMBL Nation podcast with HUMBL LATAM team, serious talks, HUMBL mobile wallet, blockchain, currency issues in the region. Things are happening with HUMBL. I'm glad I'm invested, That's where I stand. I'm just going to continue to add to my position as I can. A little here, a little there. I'm still very bullish about next year. I feel like next year is going to be a very good year for my portfolio, for one, but also for HUMBL Nation, Brian Foote and his team over there. I think everything's going to align next year. I don't have any particular information that nobody else doesn't have. But the thing is that everything that they're doing this year, I feel like they're gearing up for next year's big push. Lots of revenue next year. That's what we need. We need to see lots of revenue so we can see the ticker get moving up and get into the NASDAQ. So, we got lots of things to look forward to. And as a reminder, we got a couple other things that are happening in September. We do have the podcast still coming out in September, so we don't want to forget about that. We're anticipating that. We don't know when it's going to happen. Could be next week. I have a feeling it will probably be next week. I also think that we'll be getting the ticketing launched next week. We know that in September we're supposed to be getting HUMBL tickets, and eventually those will be attached with NFTs. Now, I have a feeling that it's very possible that HUMBL tickets might be announced at the Pilgrimage Festival, because there's going to be a lot of people that like to go and listen to bands and go to concerts. There's just the right stage for them to launch and let people know about their product. So we just kind of think about that for a minute. You have a huge crowd of people, and maybe they're going to have to download the HUMBL app to buy things or pay for things at the event. That's a possibility. But I really strongly feel as though they're going to launch the ticket part of this just before the Pilgrimage Festival. And we have the investor conference next week. So, I know some of the people from HUMBL Nation are going to be there. Likely there'll be some videos that people will be sharing on YouTube in reference to the videos and some of the things. So I'm excited to see what comes of that. But again, I really think that the HUMBL tickets is going to be launched either the day before or at the conference there, or at the Pilgrimage Festival, because again, there's going to be tens of thousands of people there at that venue, and these are the type of people that are going to go and maybe obviously have the opportunity to use HUMBL tickets to purchase their tickets, and they're going to find out maybe a little bit more about. And I wouldn't be surprised if HUMBL will even have a stand there, or maybe a few stands, helping people to download the app, show them how to use, how to use the HUMBL ticketing, how to make a purchase, how to, all these type of things. Authentication, right? So these are just some of the things that we have to look forward to that we know of. Now, after this, after the ticketing launch, after the podcast, what do we have to look forward to after that? Well, we know that Brian Foote made a pretty big, push out there that revenue, Q4 revenue, that's what people are looking for. They're looking for revenue. So he wants to drive revenue for the company. I think it was $100 million. I think I said 400 million, but I think it was wrong. I think it was actually $100 million, which is very doable. I think they can make it happen, actually. And that was just the ticketing part of it. That is not even the NFT gallery. So we'll have to wait to see what the NFT gallery does. But all these things are starting to align to seeing some nice earnings. Everything's working out pretty good, and I think it's going to be good. And then we're going to have Latin America. We've got the Asian side of things. What's going on over there? Things have been very quiet at HUMBL headquarters about what's happening in the Asian market. But there's something going on over there. We just don't know about it. And so I'm excited to find out about those things. And then we know that ETXs, a lot of people have been very happy with the ETX performance. I have the ETX, so I've been up on that too. I'm happy with my performance for the little bit of money I'm paying each month to have that service. So it's well worth it. And I don't have to worry about trading my, cryptocurrency and all that. It just does it for me, So that's awesome. Anyways, these are some of the things I wanted to tell you about. I wanted to wrap it up in 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.